Well, day 3, just driving down this logging road. We actually found about a dozen in this clear cut here yesterday. And I spotted these Ranger. There's a lot of debris here that we piled up when we're doing that clear cut. I think that's what they're off of, because there's nothing else dead around here. Pretty. Pretty grays. Just came out. We'll pick these and head to the next spot. Just drove to another farm down the road. This farm I've been on the past 2 days mushrooming, but I haven't hit this side of it. And I'm coming up to the first elm that we've stopped at, just off the road. Here's the elm. It's kind of behind this little tree. It's dead up top there. Big pretty one right here. Further up, that's another one right here. Two coming up around this rock. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna pick these and work up this hill. Even higher up should be better because it gets more sun up there. And these are really fresh, so I know there's a couple elms. I can actually see them from here, so hopefully there'll be some more mushrooms underneath them. I'll let you know if there is. I made it probably 100 yards. Went up the hill probably 50 yards. I can still see the Ranger right there. And walked up to this elm. Awful dead. It's probably the last year. A lot of the bark's getting held up by these vines here. But I did spot a mushroom right here. Just one so far. I'm gonna walk the bottom side below the tree, and it just lets you see a lot more up top if they're hiding underneath the green grass weed stuff, but I don't see anymore. Again, here's the tree right here. I see 2 more elms down this way, so I'm gonna work my way down and hopefully find some more. It's a little shadier down there, but that might be a good thing. If they are on this ridge, it means they hold a lot more moisture. It might sprout up a couple more. Just made it about 40 yards to this tree that I saw, and actually it's alive just a little bit. Right here you can see the green, and there is at least one mushroom right here. It's been here a little while. Fell off the stem. Another one right here. Actually, I see more now that I'm down low, below the tree. That's a little tip. You might want to start below the tree and then look up, because you can see them under the vegetation a lot better. Actually, I see another one here. I think that is all. Walk a little further below the tree here. You just scan. I see another. This one's a little further out. It's pretty. So this is one of those examples of the tree can still be alive just a little bit. It's really only those two branches coming out, but we can still produce. And actually produce quite a bit, 8 to 10 nice ones. So I'll come back here in another couple days, and it should have some more come up, bigger ones typically. So I'll continue on down this ridge. I don't see any more elms right now, but as I walk up I might see some more. Let you know if I find any more. I just started walking on this trail right here, and the tree that I just found those mushrooms on, it's right there. And I looked down and I found a mushroom. And I think it has to be from this little elm right here. Probably the spores just came down this ridge with the wind or rain and popped up a mushroom right there. So I'm gonna look around this tree a little bit more, but it was just a random mushroom, which are always bonuses. Called a bonus mushroom when you're not expecting. Here's the tree, and again, this one's still a little alive, but that had to be from this tree. I don't see any more. So I'm gonna continue on working down, and I do see 2 more elms down here, so hopefully they'll have some mushrooms under them. Well, as soon as I got to the field edge, I look over. I barely saw these. Actually got lucky I saw them. These have been here a while. Let's see them there. Coming off of this elm right here. The top broke off. Exciting. So I'm gonna pick these. Yeah, they've been here a little while. So they're starting to get a little brown right there, but still good to eat. That one's got a little bad spot. I just cut that spot out. The rest of it's good. Awesome. Thought we were done here, but we're not. Just 4 right now. I just saw them quick and turned on the camera. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. See if I can find any. If I do, I'll obviously show them. Well, I didn't find any more, so I'm heading back almost to the ranger. I'll come up with a plan where to go next. I got a little honey hole that I haven't hit yet, and I've been saving it because I don't want to go to it too early, just waste my time. But we might go there. I might wait another day or 2, or we might go there right now. It's pretty easy to get to. It's just not very sunny there. A lot of tree cover, so they might not be up there yet. But if they are, there should be a lot of them. So we'll see if we go there. Well, I decided to go to the honey hole. There's a group of elms right here. About 6 of them. And there are some grays just coming up. Tiny. Look at those. Beautiful. Fresh. I see some others just around the tree here. I thought the spot, it would be just a little early for it, but I figured there would be some here, and there is. This is not directly south facing, it's really more east facing, but they're still coming up. Or there's a lot of elms around here, so I'm just gonna make a big circle and see if I can't find some more. Just down the hill. Pretty tree. Gorgeous. And some mushrooms. Pretty little grays. Just came up. You can just pick them.
There's one over here. Oh, there's two over here. You want to take a picture of them or no?
Yeah, I can.
There's one in the middle. Perfect tree.
Perfect tree. See one hiding down here. Well, we'll keep on moving down this ridge. See if we can find some more. That's all for this spot. Just right below that last tree, which is right here, there's this big tree. Perfect elm too. I mean, just died maybe probably last year. And I see one. Saw it somewhere in here. Yeah, right there. And there's a few more that I couldn't see because there's some brush blocking it from the top side view. But right here, I mean, just perfect grays. Just came up. Awesome. Just scanning from the bottom side, because it's a lot easier to see them. Here's one right here. This one's been up a little while. This is actually a little further down the tree, but you see there's a root system coming down the tree to right here. And this one was right on that root system. Just gonna walk around this tree a couple more times because they're so small. They're really hard to see. Probably found 8. Just little tiny ones. Probably more like 6. What? Oh, I know, they just came up. I'll come up there and pick those. Unless you already did. Okay. Here's one that I walked over. They're just so tiny. It's just hard to see. Right here, there's the tree. So I picked most of them just right in there. And I just stepped right over this one. I was focusing down there more. Oh, and another one. Actually, this one fell out of my bag. Ooh, I might have a hole in my bag. Better check that. But I'm gonna go up there. There's Grandpa right up there. He said he found 2 under an elm. So I'm gonna go up there and see if I can find some more. At least pick those two. He left them for me. Okay, just walking over and just really making a big circle around this elm. And here is a gorgeous gray. Gorgeous. Underneath that big elm right there. Right as I'm picking that one, I look behind. Found some more. These ones are a little further out. That tree. Oh, this one's actually was up a while ago.
Yeah,
it's all dried up.
You got a little baby on right there.
Yeah.
You got quite a few there,
little baby. Scanning. Oh, there's another one by your foot.
Oh, I see it right there.
Underneath this little tiny elm. Almost fit my hand around it. One here. And one right here. Oh, I see another little guy. Just barely seeing. Just came up.
Down here, you go up there.
So now I'm working up in between the two elms. And there's some in between. The spot is going to be loaded with the big grays and yellows in a couple days here. These are just coming up. Here's those two elms again. There's the first one. Here's the second one. And there's actually a little one that we found some under right there.
Oh, come here. Get big.
Grandpa just spotted one down below. Oh yeah, look at this one. This is a ways down. Big one. Just came up. You can still see the dirt right on the mushroom. Just came up. Pretty. So just walked up the hill. Those are those two big elms right there. One, two. And here's another elm right here. And there are some pretty mushrooms. Just came up. Gorgeous. Perfect eaters. I'm gonna pick these and look around here a little bit. I'm gonna go back down that way. Back over there, there's not really any elms anymore. They're mostly all too dead, but they did a lot of logging. There's a big logging road there. It's usually covered in morels. This last year could have been the last year, but it's worth looking over there. But anyway, I'm gonna pick these. Keep on looking. Nice little mess of them. So this is kind of the logging road right here. They just made it to bring out the trees. And I came here last year and I was late. And it was just covered. This whole floor was just covered with mushrooms. But they were bad, most of them. I was able to salvage a few, but not all of them. And this is actually a stump from an elm, and I think a lot of them were coming off of this stump, and just when they drug up the base of the tree, I think the spores just fell off the bark. Okay. And that's why they were there. But I did see one right here, which is a great sign. I thought last year might be the last year for this spot, but it still might be. This might be one of the only ones I find here. But it's good to see that there is some. So I'm gonna keep looking around. It's really hard to see them because this grass is just so thick and tangly. But I'm gonna keep looking around and see if I can't find some more. I'm just working around this ridge. We were up over there and found those last mushrooms. And I see an elm up here. It looks good. Don't know if there's anything under it yet. Just walking up to it. This is a little more shaded, so they might not be up here just yet. But I imagine there will be some. Here's the elm. I don't see anything. You can really see the difference from back where we just were to here. There's just not as much green vegetation. It means it just gets a little less sun. And that can be the difference between mushrooms and no mushrooms, especially this early in the season from where I'm at. They're only in select spots because they're just coming up. So they gotta be really in direct sunlight. And this tree is just a little too shaded. But there will be some here, I'm sure. Another couple days. Well, I'm just walking out of the honey hole, and I'm glad I came. We got a nice mess of mushrooms. There's actually a lot of them in there, probably 50, maybe a little more, but they're just tiny grays. About that big is probably the average, which is good. They're still actually better to eat in my opinion than the big giant yellows. But we'll be back to this spot in a couple days and it'll be loaded up again, probably with bigger ones. It's usually how it goes. You get the little grays, then you'll get the big ones. In a week there'll be big yellows here. 3-4 days there'll be big grays, maybe some yellows mixed in, but definitely be back here. Honeyhole was a success. Glad we came. We might go to another spot, or we might call it quits for the day. Just running out of south-facing slopes. This was really the last good one that I had, where I knew there was a lot of elms. So we'll see if we go out again. Otherwise, I'll do a weigh and see how many we found today. Well, just got back. I don't know if we'll go out again or not, but we want to get a weigh. Close to 2 pounds. Just very small grays. There's a lot of them, but they're just tiny, so they don't weigh much. But the honey hole was a success. We might get back out later today, maybe not. But overall, great day. This is day 3. We didn't hunt too hard today, just picked our spots. We didn't walk a lot. Just picked specific spots to go to, places that I know there was elms. We won't get too aggressive till probably midweek, so another 3 days, say Sunday, so probably Wednesday. That's when we'll start getting aggressive and walking all the ridges all the way around, because we'll start coming up there with this warm weather.